Okay, camera seems a little. Don't love the framing. And maybe I'll switch it on air. That's all good, because if you're watching, then you get to see this happen in real time. And if you're listening, this is how the show's gonna go. I'm already just like off the rails. But hey, dude, what's up? This is Dylan Palladino. This is my podcast. There's some new listeners, there's some old listeners. Good to be back, dude. It's been 3 years since I've done a podcast. Probably longer since I've done a solo podcast. A lot's happened. Here's how long 3 years is. I had a full-ass relationship. Yep. I moved in. I lived somewhere else for 2 years. And then it ended, and now I'm back here. And I am not going to say anything else about it because it's too soon. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Because here's the thing about me. I stay drinking coffee. I drink way too much coffee a day. And I sincerely don't understand people that are like, I can only have coffee before 12 p.m. because if not, I won't be able to go to sleep at night. Hey, dude, grow up. Like, what are you talking about? Do you also need milk in a story right before you go to bed? I'll drink espresso an hour before, and then this is me going to bed. Shoot, like I'm going to bed. I'm going to sleep. It's easy. It's not a big deal. Grow up, dude. Drink coffee. Have a vice. That's the one thing you can do. It's not a big deal. You can't. I am saying this. I am getting more sensitive to caffeine, but I'm ignoring it. I'm like, that's the one thing that I can push through, and I can make this so that I don't, because I want to drink coffee always. It's oral fixation. It tastes good. You can put, there's different ways. You can have cappuccino. You can have all the stuff. I want all of that. And that's how I'm starting the show, is just throwing down that very, very not hot take. But this is going to be my solo podcast, and dude, I'm recording this on Sundays. This is just a day off, It's your day off. It's my day off. We're chilling. And this is what it's going to be, dude. We're going to be talking. We're going to be getting to know each other. Just me getting to know me. I'm not going to get to know you. I might, if you ask a question on my IG, if I post a question. Maybe. But most of the time it's just, to be honest, gay guys asking if they can suck my, and I don't think I should curse in the first, 10 minutes? Is that a thing? I'm recording, yeah. Is that a thing? Does anyone know if that messes with, because I keep hearing other podcasts say that, and I'm kind of like, wasn't that the whole point of being able to do podcasts, that you just like didn't give a shit, that you would just like do it? I don't know. Anyway, so I won't curse for the first five or 10 minutes. It's going to be hard. And it's curse. It's not cuss. I used to say cuss when I was 14. And then I got older and I became a dad, and now I care about words. I don't say I couldn't care less. No, I don't say I could care less. I say I couldn't care less. You want to know why? Because I could care less doesn't make sense. And I care about the right way to say I couldn't care less, because I'm a dad now. My dad genes have just been fully activated. I'm 32. I'm a childless father, but I'm still a dad. It just happens. It's in you. It's like a girl, she like girls, like their ovaries, they just me explaining to women how their bodies work. But a girl, they always are like, oh, my ovaries are burning. I'm 29. Like, I want kids. Like, your body's just ready for it. It's trying to tell you, like, you got to be a mom. Happens with your dads. I don't want to talk about my balls are itching. It's not. No, this doesn't sound. There's actually, I can't see my balls are everything. The thing for your saying your balls, it just sounds like you have an STD, and I don't. I'm clean. Crazy to say that. I should probably get. Never mind. Yeah. What are my? My balls are jumping. They're quivering. My balls are shadow boxing. That's what it is. My balls are shadow. They're ready. They're like, dude, come on, it's time. you got to have a kid. Don't pull out like you mean it. And I'm not doing that. Okay? Not ready to have a kid. And if I now, you know how I know I'm not ready to have a kid is that the idea of having a kid, I go, my life would end. That's not a good thought you want to have when you're going to have a child. If I found out my dad thought that when, I hope this is not slightly off. It's better. Whatever. No one's going to fucking watch the YouTube the first time. They're going to listen. It's going to be my friends fucking listening and be like, oh, dude, yeah, I listen, bro. Keep it up. Good job. Never listen again. For the best, to be honest. I don't want to know you. I don't want to know. I don't want you to know me if you're listening. I mean, that's cool, but I want it to be absolute randos. That's the goal. Finding your people that are like, yeah, no, I listen to. I don't want to know the podcast of people that I know. No. Solo podcasts that I listen to, I don't want to know I don't want to meet the person. Never. Dude. They only exist online. And that's good. You got to everyone has these parasocial relationships. You don't want to meet those people. Just you've created them, you turn them into something that they're not going to, yeah, no. Anyway, so yeah, dude, if you're my friend, if you're listening, thank you so much. But get the fuck out of here, Oh, I cursed. It's 6 minutes in, whatever. Get out of here, dude. Unless you're really just, hanging in the back, just trying to make sure, hey, he's doing okay. He's not losing his mind. Debatable. I do feel, what's crazy about doing this is that I was like, oh, do I know how to do this? It's been 3 years. Who knows if I'll be able to pick it back up? I feel like I sound exactly the same as I did 3 years ago. I just haven't had hair for 3 years, and you can tell because it's not it's not as dark up here because I'm still losing it, which is fine. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. I don't care. Truly, I don't have to prove it to you, but I don't. Anyway, so what the fuck was I talking about? Being a dad? Yeah, no. I'm a dad now. I care about dad stuff. I'm into coins. I'm into reading about the Fed. I want to pay for the subway. I'm sorry. I see someone hop the turnstile. The dad gene is activated, and I go, get the hell over here, and you pay your way in this society, okay? And it's lame, dude, and I know, and guess what? I'm okay with it. That's the best part about getting in your 30s, dude. I don't care. I am who I am. I'm not going to change. Oh, you're so lame. Oh, Unc, you old head. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Work. Let's get the society going. I want to if I had a lawn, dude, I would love to mow it. I would love to mow a lawn. I would honestly pay if there was instead of there being an apartment, it was just, I don't know what the dimensions would be. How many feet? 200 feet? But that's so long. No. 100 feet by 100 square feet. If it's just 100 square feet of lawn, and you could just pay for a 10-foot patch, and you just kept it up. Oh my God, I would love that. You know how many guys would just pay to have a 10-foot patch of lawn? You could put some different things in there. You could have your lawn mowed. Oh my God, dude, that would be so nice. And you go on Sundays like today, and you go and you mow your lawn, and you see other dads, and you all got your jeans pulled up so high, you're just pushing your balls inside your body. That would be sick, dude. Connect with other dads, talk to them about whatever gives them a dad boner, whatever they're super into. Oh man, God, that would be great. It seems like, I would say it seems like a good idea, but you could just put so many more apartments in that same space. Because, you have height. Lawn's 2-dimensional. Apartment is 3-dimensional. And so exponentially multiply that, and so you got 10 you got 100 apartments anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I think that would sell out immediately. I mean, how much would you have to charge for it to? You have to charge so much money. Oh my god, 10 plots of land. Do you have to charge fucking $10,000 a month? People would do it. People would do it. They would figure it out. So anyway, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm feeling. I went to a concert last night. That's what this band is. Having these bands on, I don't know, the older I get, the more like having one of these like tickets. I went to a concert last night. It just kind of embarrasses me. I just like, it's like, oh, you know, let me take this shit off right now. Like people that keep them on. Why? I don't need to know. Oh, cool. You partied last weekend? Partied this week? Great. I guess you get like 3 days, but then like people that like keep their Bonnaroo and Coachella and Lightning in a Bottle, all those armbands on, it's kind of like, bro, what? I mean, come on, dude. First of all, it's not nice, and it's gonna get caught on something. You're liable to rip your damn arm off. But yeah, that's all I think about. It's gonna get caught on something. It's just, no. I'd rather you wear a bunch of rings, and I don't like guys that wear rings, but I'd rather you wear a bunch of rings. And at least, like, you know, you could switch it up. This is not you being like, hey, look at all these festivals that I took Molly at. That's basically what it is. I see people with them, and I want to go up and be like, hey, how much Molly did you take at that festival? Did you hippie flip? Did you take mushrooms? Did you take K? Dude, what kind of drugs did you do there? That's all you're gonna... I went to Coachella. I did that just one day because I'm an old man. But there's nothing like, dude, any festival you go to, yo, how was it? Oh, it's so sick, dude. Schlanger Flanger fucking crushed it. Insane set. You gotta go next year. Oh yeah, no, I want to. I'm gonna try and get tickets. All right, dude, I'll see you there for sure. Never see each other again. That's every festival. Oh, every festival conversation. Oh my god, how was Lady Gaga? And then even if Lady Gaga wasn't good, most people are just gonna be like, oh my god, it was amazing. It was. I mean, Lady Gaga was good as Star, but whatever. Insert whoever. Oh my god. The Lady in the Pea the Princess in the Pea was so good. Oh my, like literally life changing. I'm so happy I went. Worth every penny. Worth the $5,000 I spent to get there. And they're not like, oh, it was so good. And then I had to go to the bathroom and I went to a porta potty and it smelled disgusting. I almost threw up 5 times and there was no toilet paper. It was so fun. You have to just like say it was good, because if not, you feel bad that you did that. You know, you got to kind of like anything. Your remembering mind is like, I got to say that was good, because if I don't, I'm going to be upset. So, I mean, I'll do that with food. Why am I yelling? I'm not. I'm having emphasis. But I am yelling. I am too loud. Don't talk like yourself like that. Anyway, having a schizophrenic moment. I'll do that with food, man. I feel like people lie about food all the time. You ask them how a restaurant was, they went, it wasn't as good as they thought it was going to be, but then they lie to you because they don't want to feel stupid about going, and they want to live up to whatever your expectations are. But you can't do that, because then that person that you told the story to, they're going to go, and then they're going to be eating the gnocchi with like whatever kind of squid ink thing and some leaf from the Amazon that they brought there that made it like $20 more. They're going to be eating that, and then they're going to be like, I mean, this really isn't that good. Like, it's okay. And they're going to do the thing where they're like, the person they're eating with, like, oh, yeah, so good, right? So good. And but then in their head, they're like, oh, wasn't that good? And they're like, I don't know if I like trust what Julie. I don't know if I trust Julie's like taste in food anymore. Like this is not. Was this really worth $88 for a tasting menu that had 2 things? But then they meet someone else, and they're like, "Oh my god, have you been to Borger? Have you been?" Yeah, have you been to Borger? Oh God, it's so good. You have to go. I know it's expensive, but the whole experience that, they put a paper bag over your head. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God. They put a paper bag over your head, and then at the end of the dinner, they cut your credit card in half. Like, oh God, it's so good. It's so freeing. It's so freeing to not be able to see the food or see the person that you're eating with, and just like fully just like have your senses just washed over with a $93 bowl of oatmeal. That's what it is. I'm going to look so short in this video. This is funny. I'll fix it next time. It's okay. No one cares. If you're watching the video, you get to see my apartment, my room, actually, not my apartment. And some people feel uncomfortable about showing their room. I'm just like, there's just not a lot. It is nicer than, it's all an illusion. It looks nice. There is shit everywhere, and I just threw it right behind, like the bed is right here. Right behind the bed, there's a gap. It's chaos there. Absolute chaos, which I think is representative of my mind, a lot of people's minds in general. It's like, you never really know. It looks nice, but then you turn a corner, and there's just 3 different types of jeans and a shirt and some toothpaste there for no reason, not open, but just a tube of toothpaste, and like, it's just not a good. You see there, that's like when you're on a date with someone, the 5th date, and you're just like, oh shit, okay, here's the back room that I didn't see. I mean, maybe longer, unfortunately. Now I see. Okay, now I understand. I'm not gonna judge you because I'm also single, but okay, this is the kind of stuff. This is what I'm gonna have to deal with. That's what you think. Anyway, so I went to this party last night. This outdoor block party in Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Navy Yard. And it was cool. And I got to go backstage. I'm not bragging, but one of my friends represents one of the DJs, so I got to go. Which, by the way, that's the only way I would have gone. I see people in GA now, and I go, how are you in GA and sober? I don't understand. All those people. I can't do concerts anymore. And I'm not like an uptight guy. Some people would. I'm not. I'll go out. I'll party every now and then. I'll do all the things. But it's just like all those people all jammed in, and you're in there. I can't do the anxiety that goes on in my head. And it's not even like I'm going to have a panic attack. I'm just thinking about, I'm a nihilist. I've been alive for 2. I'm just thinking, where are the exits? Like, if something happens, how am I going to get out of here fast? What's the likelihood that I fall because I'm clumsy, and then everyone just steps on me, and then someone just like steps on my head, and that's how I die, or I just become paralyzed. Like, I'm fully thinking that a bit, not the entire time, but when I walk in, I'm scanning for exits, dude. I'm an Italian mob guy. I'm walking in, I'm looking for the exits. Constantly. My stepdad's like that. Dude, my stepdad, when we go to dinner, he has to be facing a door. He has to know, And when my mom and him, I'm sorry if that's annoying, but that's who I am. When my mom and him first started dating, I remember she presented it as like, because my mom can be like so corny in the best way, but she was like, oh, he's like a mob, he's the boss, he's the chief, he's an old Italian, he's Italian, they got that mob in him, crazy. He just has to see the exits, Doesn't want to get whacked from behind. Crazy, like he's going to get... Like, imagine my stepdad's actually scared about getting shot in the back of the head. Hey, if that's the case, maybe you shouldn't be dating him, Mom. You know? I know you and Dad fought a lot, but you never thought about him... Never worried about him getting shot in the back of the head for... I mean, what did he do to deserve that? I mean, not to victim blame. I don't want to victim blame your mob boss husband, but what did he do to get shot in the back of the head? What was he wearing? Two sides to every story. Not to victim blame me as a cop going up to, wow, just a murder victim? Well, if he didn't want all that attention, he shouldn't have been wearing that tank top, you know? In the investigation. Yeah, but what did he do? No one's asking, was he annoying? Why did he get shot? No one's asking, was he texting the assassin all the time and sending mixed messages? Was he sending the assassin selfies, mirror selfies, being like, my fit for today? When the assassin would respond to his Instagram stories, would he double tap all of them and then sometimes respond? I'm just saying, there's two sides to every story. Just my stepdad on the floor. Like, cop comes in like, well, what's he been up to? Has he been to Miami recently? Makes no sense. Anyway, so he would always like want to sit by the door or sit watching the door. And for the longest time, I just was like, okay, that's just a weird thing. And then now I'm older and I'm like, bro, you're just have anxiety. You're just anxious about like getting out. You're thinking about the exits even in a restaurant. So that I'm like, oh, dude, is this just going to get worse? Is it going to go from me? Because say what you will, I would say being at a concert and being a little scared about like, how would I get out of here? What happens if, I almost want to say montage. What's it when a bunch of people... Stampede. What happens when a bunch of stampede... Whenever I think of the word stampede, I think of wildebeests. I don't know why, but that's in my head how it is filed away. And maybe it's because of Lion King when all the wildebeests killed Mufasa. But like that... whenever I think of stampede, it's wildebeests. Anyway... I don't think it's unreasonable when you're at a concert to be like... oh shit, like, oh, we're already 23 minutes in. Hell yeah, dude, I'm cooking. I recorded another podcast that I'm not going to release. I released a couple clips. They weren't great. That shit sucked ass. I was depressed. I was sad. Shit, the relationship wasn't going well. And you could see it in the episode. And also I wasn't being myself, dude. I was like, I gotta be more chill. I can't be so loud. I gotta just, you know what? Probably because I was in a basement. We were in a basement apartment, and that shit depressed me. But, it wasn't me, dude. I was trying to be too chill. And look, sometimes I'm gonna be chill, and sometimes I'm gonna have my fourth cup of coffee, and I'm gonna be racing like I am today, and that's all right. And because I screwed around and couldn't find any other SD cards, this episode's only going to be 45 minutes, which kind of rules because it's like nice and quick. Some of the first ones might literally be 40 minutes long. Keep you guys coming back for more. Anyway, so we're back. What were we talking about? Concerts? Someone screaming. You're talking about concerts, dude. Get on with the thought. This is ADHD, dude. And if you're wondering whether you have ADHD, if you listen to this podcast and you're following along perfectly with all the random tangents, you don't have ADHD, okay? Because if you had ADHD, you would have thought about 16 other different things that you would have wanted to say to me, and you would have also forgot what I've been talking about. But it makes sense. It's someone described it as squirrel brain, and honestly, maybe I should name the podcast Squirrel Brain. It's kind of funny. I kind of like that. We'll see. Damn. Is that going to be the name of the podcast? Okay. So you're in a crowd, dude. It makes sense. You're like trying to be safe, especially if you have if you're with someone that you care about. Like whenever I was in crowds like that, if I was usually with my girlfriend, so it's like she's small. I need to make sure she is safe. So you're like thinking about all that. But even alone, even when I was there yesterday, I was like, if I was in GA, you're pressing up against everyone, people's armpits, their sweaty shoulders. You keep like. You move past guys and their girlfriends, and then you look down just to like make sure you don't step on their girlfriend. And then the guy looks at you like you're looking at his girlfriend. And then sometimes you're like, damn, that girl's hot. But then you're also just like, I don't want to step on her. I don't want to step on her. I'm trying to navigate my way through. So all of that sucks as well. But that feels reasonable to not want to be in a crowd and at least be thinking about that. I wouldn't say it's overly neurotic, but if it goes higher to being in a restaurant and thinking like, how do I get out of here? That to me, I'm like, oh, okay, I hope it does not expand to that level. I think one of my friends, Austin, is like that. Maybe. I'm not sure. Not to out him. He's the man. He wouldn't care. No, I don't think he's like, he might think about it. You never know. That's the other thing. Like, there's mad anxious people, they're so sneaky with it. Like they're just quiet, and a lot of times you just think they're chill and you think like they got everything going on and like they're confident and relaxed, and that's why they're quiet. Because I talk all the time, and then I'm like, oh shit, like if I get nervous, I'm gonna probably talk more. So people that don't talk a lot, I go, yo, they're so chill. They're absolutely just kicking it. They don't need to say anything. They don't need to add anything to live in life. They're be here now. They're Eckhart Tolle. But then you talk to them and they're like, no, I was having a panic attack the entire time. And you're like, okay, so all of us, literally everyone, we're all just neurotic. Dude, Sam Elliott, that guy with the really low voice who's from all the Westerns, he sounds so cool and chill. I bet you that guy is like, yeah, I mean, I need to meditate 3 times a day because if not, like I'll just having panic attacks every time I walk in anywhere. Hey, partner. Hey, partner, give me a little bit of room. Hold on 1 second. I need to do box breathing. I'm overthinking this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, the coolest guy you know is in his head like, oh shit, what if they don't like, what did I say yesterday? Walking away from a conversation, like, am I the worst person at talking ever? Maybe. I mean, maybe not. Some people I think really... My friend Henry's like that, dude. This guy has no anxiety. It just like, he just is chill. Does not care at all. Fully unaware of what people think about it. Jealous, dude. He's also got long, flowy hair. I'm very jealous of that. Anyway, I don't want to get to the extreme where I'm in a restaurant and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like a mob boss. I need to see the exit because I'm secretly extremely nervous about something going wrong. Or you just have to be like, no, I think I'm John Wick, and every person I interact with, I'm being like, okay, if this person attacks me, what am I going to take from the table and use it to gouge their eye out? Some people also think like that. Anyway, so I'm there. We're at this. We're still at the concert. I'm there, and does anyone else think like that? Dude, I see all these people dancing, and I'm dancing as well, or I'm moving. I wouldn't say dancing. It's like it's a little jig. It's not a jig, but my body's flowing. I'm flowing back and forth to the rhythm. And I see other people kind of doing that and doing the thing where like you're dancing, but then you're like looking around. And I was talking to one of my friend's assistants, and she, I'm not going to say her name, but I was just like, dude, do you ever look at people and just think like, I wish I could hear the internal monologue going on in their head? And she's like, yes, I think about that all the time. And I thought maybe it was just me being like unable to be in the moment and enjoy like the music and what's going on. But she's like, no, I totally think about that. Because whenever I'm at these situations where you're supposed to be in the moment and you're supposed to be like just listening to the music and like looking around and enjoying whatever it is you're doing, I'm like observing, and I'm like, I'm almost like an alien being like, how are these normal humans experiencing their life? Like, I wonder if they're thinking about
I wonder if they're making a calculation about what is the right way to be right now, because that is the way I'm being. Like
That's like how I'm thinking. I'm looking at someone and I go like, are they having a good time right now, or are they kind of like, oh man, I really don't know if I should. Oh, I should have worn my shorts instead. Like, ugh. Julie seems to be having a good time. She never has a good time. Like, oh my, how is she having a good time? And I like don't really like this music. Like what am I like, dude? All of that, like all of it. And I don't know why I put a girl voice on, because a guy voice could be, oh yeah, I should have worn shorts, dude. And I don't know why I wore these jeans. Like my balls are so sweaty. Like, oh, there's Trevor, dude, talking to another girl. Like, I could talk to girls if I want to. It is funnier with a guy voice. Did I eat enough protein this morning? Like maybe that's why I'm feeling off. Yeah, probably get some pad thai tonight. That's what I'm thinking of. Anywhere, I'll be watching a movie, dude. I went to a movie with one of my best friends, Brian. During the movie, I was laughing my ass off. And then I looked over at him and he's laughing too. And then I go like, I wonder if he thinks I'm laughing too loud. Dude, it's actually crazy for me to say this out loud, but this is 100% random thoughts that go through my head. Or if I'm like, I wonder if he is liking this. Like, is he enjoying this? Because I think this is fucking amazing. And I wonder if he's, but then halfway through I'll be like, oh, you know what, this movie like it actually isn't like this. It's just funny, but there's no real point. I go, because you know what it is? It's because I'm like, I want to make sure I'm having this shared experience with someone. And then after, I guess it's like, I don't want to just be completely different and be like, they're like, that movie was awesome. And then I have to, dude, it goes back to the food thing where you don't want to like, have to lie and be like, oh, dude, I thought the movie was amazing. And then you tell other people to see it and then they go watch it and they're like, I mean, I guess it was okay. Like, no, I have to be honest and be like, I thought it was fine. Like, I thought it was really funny, but there was no point to anything that happened. And then you're always worried. Well, not worried, but you don't want to be the downer that everyone else was like, bro, that was so good. And you're just like, yeah, no, it was, dude, that's me. Oh, so many times. That was so good, dude. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's great. If I say that, I don't actually agree. I think it was fine. Yeah, dude, it was so good. If you say something was like amazing, and I'm like, yeah, no, it was really fun. I didn't like it. Yeah, super interesting. Hated it. 100%, bro. I wanted to leave so bad. I say that, dude, 100%. I didn't enjoy a second of it. And you might be like, oh, Dylan, dude, you're a liar. You're lying. No, man, I'm not trying to bring the vibes down. Unless I really know you and I'm like, okay, I can just be a hater with this guy. Like or not even a hater. I can just give my like actual opinion and then just see like what he or she thinks. The key is, you know what I want to do sometimes? The key, honestly, is to just be like, I could totally see. Yeah, no, I just think it wasn't for me. Like it was like I totally see. I'm stoked you liked it. It just wasn't for me. I don't know why. It was great though. Everything they did, like that's what you got to do. You got to be like, it was like you have to be like it's my fault for not liking this. That's how you don't bring the vibes down. But still, people are gonna kind of be like, oh no, he doesn't like the same movies as me. Like maybe I don't like him as much as I thought I did. Maybe. And I'm thinking that probably because that's how I think. And the only way we can go through life is a reflection of how we think about things. The things that we're worried about are really reflections of how we actually think. Damn. Drop that knowledge on you fucking 34 minutes in. We got 10 minutes left. Okay. All right, cool. All right, what let me see. What do I want to... I already talked about the concert fully. That was it. I mean, I saw a promoter there with a bunch of models, and I was just kind of like, dude, how do you like? I don't want to hate on them. Just like that's such a sad fucking life. Like, you're just like getting drinks for like 19-year-olds, and I don't know. Anyway, don't want to talk about that. There was something else I wanted to say, which is very interesting for you guys to hear me say that. I'm not going to talk about current events. I will definitely guess what I'm definitely not going to talk about? Politics. Unless, of course, all of a sudden I do start talking about it and it skyrockets me to fame. Because guess what, dude? I'm cool with that. You know, it's getting to the point now where I go, I don't want to be a personal assistant anymore. I want to have a job just doing this. So I'll sell out, dude. I'll fucking love it too. I mean, not like, I do have some kind of morality for sure. I'm not gonna, like, I definitely don't want to do what the 99% of comedians did, but just like go down the right wing edgelord hole. I'm not going to talk about it. It's so, I saw Anthony Jeselnik talking shit about how other comedians are. And like, dude, I probably agree with a lot of him, but it's just like, what you're doing is what they're doing, dude. You're making a clip that you want to go viral where you're talking about the other side so that people will be agreeing in your comments and talking about how good. It's all like fucking, everyone's just doing shit. Everyone's just trying to jerk the algorithm off, dude. Everyone just wakes up. Most people just wake up their day and they're like, how can I make the algorithm fucking, yeah? Like, how can I make the algorithm come? How can I make the other algorithm go like, yo, like that's literally what people are thinking every day. Content creators, newscasters, everyone is just like, how do I make a clip that will go viral on the algorithm so that other people will see it and comment and get mad or share and then keep the algorithm just constantly coming. That's what people are thinking about. It's coming from a place of like creation for computers. And not just like, I want to say this. And you know what sucks? I think that way too. And at least I'm being honest about it. I think that way too. But not everything. I'm not going into this being like, what can I make stuff that's going to, I mean, it'll probably be smarter. I'll probably do that for the next one. Honestly, just be like, hey, what are 4 things that I think I can talk about that are good clips? That's the world we live in, dude. It sucks. But stop trying to make the algorithm come all the time. And if you're not like posting shit online, you live a good life. You don't have to do this Sisyphusian task. And I love that I pulled that out of my ass of just rolling that, just trying to just edging the algorithm, getting them up there. And then the next day you roll back down the hill and you're like, I got to do it again. You don't have to do that. That's nice. I guess I'll talk about okay. So I was in Vietnam for 2 weeks. Very fun. I have thoughts that I probably won't share. We don't have enough time because I actually absolutely ripped through this first episode, and I liked it. Okay, and I seem confident about that. I liked it. So did you. Like and subscribe and share. Maybe I shouldn't drink coffee before doing these. We'll see. We'll do non-coffee episodes and coffee episodes. And anyway. Dude, this is so fun for me. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I talked to one of my best friends. I already said his name. I was talking to one of my friends about doing this, and he was like, solo podcasts are so hard, bro. Like, how are you going to do that? Like, because he wants me to have a guest. And he wants me to have another person I do it with. And I don't. For multiple reasons. But maybe I will start one with someone else. Who knows? But I just realized I've been off center this entire time. But he was like, it's so hard, dude. Like, I don't know how you go in with like, have stuff to talk about. And, maybe I need to rein in a little bit more because this one's been completely free-flowing. But this was so easy for me, and it is so much fun to just talk shit. Letting the squirrel brain out of the cage. Squirrel brain. So, anyway, I was talking about, Vietnam, I was there for 2 weeks. A lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff. The coffee is not that good, but everyone talks about it. Way too much sugar. My entire back broke out. Wasn't too happy about that. The girl mentioned it. That felt really good. My face broke out too. Felt really good. Honestly, you know, going through a breakup, all that's happening. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm the ugliest person alive. You know, I get on Hinge. It's like, there's literally 0 likes. That feels really good. When you open up the Hinge app every day and it's like, hey, 0 people like you. Pay us $30 a week and maybe a couple will, but they'll all be ugly. Yeah, that feels good. That feels so good. Hey, this one person liked you, but they don't even live in New York City. Hey, send out 500 likes and you get 0 back. But if you pay us $50 a day, we'll throw you up to the top of the line and still only 2 people will like you. And your first initial reaction will be like, I mean, I guess. Welcome to Hinge. It's an absolute nightmare. Yeah. So I got a hotel room in Vietnam and it just had a bath, no shower. Here's what I got to say. Baths suck. There's no way for you to get clean and take a bath. I don't believe it. I don't think it's true. I think that's why everyone smelled from the 1800s back, because people were just taking baths. Baths suck. You're in dirty water. I don't care if you drain it. The dirt, you're just washing the dirt off and then it's getting back into your skin. It's nasty. Also, how do you you just have to take water and throw it up there or get a loofah and a sponge? No. And then how do you wash your head, dude? I had to take my head and I had to waterboard myself or turn the faucet on and then stick my head under the faucet and then water. I don't know. I don't know where he's going to strike next. I had nothing to do with it, I swear. Fuck you, American. You know, that was me the camera's about to cut out at any moment. But baths are horrible. Showers are so elite. They're so much better. I guess going in a bath to girls will chill and take a bath bomb and throw it in there and feel really feminine and put the candles on and they'll read a smut book and and they'll have a charcuterie board and they'll do 16,000 things because a girl's routine to make her feel relaxation routine, it literally is an entire day of setup for an hour of what you do. But I mean, bats are fuck bats, dude. Honestly, that's the if you're over 5 years old and you're taking a bath, you're dirty. What are you doing? Stop it. If you take a bath, you have to shower after if you can. If you're under 5, cool, that's good. Besides that, what are you doing, dude? You take a bath, you're 5. I don't care how old you are. Until you're 78 and then, you can't stand up and shit. Then it's okay. But those 73 years, you take a bath, you're back to being 5, or you're 78. You're one of the two. And you just have to know, at that moment, you switch into that. Just like when you hit a vape, it doesn't matter how old you are, you're 15 years old. Okay, you hit the vape, and the next words out of your mouth should be "Do we have a math quiz today?" That's where you are. You're 15. You're in 10th grade. You're about to you have AP World. Okay, maybe if you're crazy, you also did AP Lit. You're really trying to get into Harvard or some shit, but baths suck. I honestly thought I would have so much more to say about it because when I was there, I was taking a bath and I was like, "Dude, this fucking sucks. I hate doing this. Why do people ever take baths? This is so nasty." I taking a bath with someone else. Ew, dude. Fucking ew. First of all, you're too big. What is your bathtub going to be 12 feet long? You're wasting so much water, by the way. Climate change. We're in a drought. I mean, maybe not in New York, but in the world where there's a drought. Take a bath. Someone else. Your feet are up against their, just touching their body. And you're trying, pass the soap. What can you? Or they're laying on you. No. You're somehow sweating in water with their body sticking to you. Dude, ew. Fucking ew. Anyway, I feel like that's enough to talk about it. I mean, the camera's gonna cut off. So what's great is that I just have to end it and be like, dude, this was the first episode of my podcast, whether it's called Squirrel Brain, whether it's called anyway. So I mean, the world is my oyster in terms of, and I don't like saying that sentence, but it's like it really is. I hope you liked it. Okay, and if you didn't, dude, keep listening because you will. All right. Sometimes it takes a minute, but you're all great. You're listening. You listen to the end. I love you. Share it with your friend. This is gonna come out once a week, and have a good week. Bye, guys.